Former President Jacob Zuma's lawyers have formally informed the Commission of the State Capture inquiry that he will not be appearing before them. Zuma earlier indicated that he wouldn't take part as he feels the Commission was biased against him. Ntlantla Kgatlane is at the State Capture Commission in Braamfontein with more. He joins us now live. Ntlantla, so you saw the statement released by the former president's attorneys. What is your read on the matter?
Well, good morning, Blaine. Like you already said, a lot of people were glued or were going to watch the proceedings this week, especially after what had transpired in a year after former President Jacob Zuma, if you remember, in November, when he walked out of the State Capture Commission. During that time, he put in an application for Deputy Chief Justice Zondo to recuse himself, and that subsequent to that, the application was dismissed by the Deputy Chief Justice and the chairperson of the commission. On that day, the former president left the commission without telling the Deputy Chief Justice, and not shying away from what had transpired. Deputy Chief Justice expressing his disappointment on with regards to what the president had done. The issue later went to the Court, which compelled the president to appear and give testimony. Now today, we expected the former president to appear, but just came in that, he would not be appearing today or this week.
Part of the statement released by the former president's attorneys reads that the summons issued for our client, I'm reading verbatim, to appear on the 15th to the 19th of February 2021 is irregular and not in line with the fourth order of the Constitutional Court judgment on the 28th of January 2021. You are engaging with legal experts on this matter. What are they telling you in terms of the argument put forward by the attorneys of the former president?
Well, when we spoke, Blaine, to a legal expert, Piri, he told us that, now it's in the hands of the commission. And I posed the question to him that, what's the worst that could happen to President Jacob Zuma, former President Jacob Zuma, not appearing before the commission? And he said that, it can be 50 pounds fine or 6 months in jail or both. So he said that it remains to be the decision of the commission, especially, with that letter being filed by his legal representative. But just to take you a bit back, Blaine, you remember that former President Jacob Zuma did not shy away from stating that he would not appear before the commission, especially with Deputy Chief Justice Zondo chairing the commission. He stated that, they knew each other, or rather they were friends. But when he gave that ruling with regards to that application, the Deputy Chief Justice saying that, they have met a couple of times, but with regards to them being friends, the former president was not telling the truth. He did not regard the former president as his friend and believed that the former president should appear before the commission. But even after the Court ruling, the former president did say, he came out and said that he was not going to appear. Yeah. If you remember, Blaine, in a couple of weeks, this month regarded as the interesting month in politics, we saw a couple of people visiting the former president's home in Ntlantla, probably even talking about this, are you going to appear? You're not going to appear. You should appear. Maybe you should not appear. But today, it looks like he's standing his ground and saying that, he's still taking that decision that was made by Deputy Chief Justice Zondo on review.
Yeah, the Jacob Zuma, the former president's attorneys, goes on to say in this statement, appearing before the Deputy Chief Justice Zondo in the circumstances would undermine and invalidate the review application over his decision not to recuse himself. Are we expecting the Deputy Chief Justice at 10 o'clock to come out and give a statement and give a response to these latest developments?
Well, Blaine, we can definitely expect that. You've seen me keeping on looking on my left-hand side by the entrance to see if maybe the Deputy Chief Justice will come in. But we know that the Commission has to respond to that, especially, with looking at time. I mean, the Commission is supposed to finish with regards to interviewing people in March. And then subsequent to that, we can expect the report. But it talks volume what happens here, Blaine. I mean, we are not talking about an ordinary person here. We are talking about a former president who had taken an oath to protect, the Constitution. And the highest court in the land ruled and compelled him to appear before the Commission. And him taking this stance, it's going to be interesting with regards to what's going to happen, with regards to what steps will be taken by the Commission, the Concord, and most importantly, the eyes, I think, will be on, what his party said when it urged people to come before the Commission, and him not coming and giving testimony. One can only ask, what steps will the ANC take with regards to this?
Pertinent questions indeed. We'll let you go, Ntlantla, to set up, get ready for a likely response from the Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo at about 10 o'clock or so. Kgatlane live for us in Braamfontein. Thank you. Right, so